Nice. Breathing in, breathe out. And again, breathing in. Welcome back, and hi if you're new here. Let's begin. Okay, so we're back for another stretch of the week. This week, the focus is going to be stretches for the inner thighs. Someone messaged me saying they were struggling with the inner thighs, they was feeling tight. So that is what we're going to be focusing on today. As always, make sure you're warm before we begin. Let's go. The first stretch, you're going to take one knee bent in and the other leg out straight, like so. And then you're going to take the weight forward. Really think about having a straight back, shoulders down. So imagine you've got your heavy backpack on, you're about to take it off, and that feeling of the shoulders going round and the lats engaging, that's what you want to have in this position. And then you're going to take it forward. Think about turning that foot out, so the toes will be going at a diagonal and the rotation starts from the hips. So taking that forward like so. You can also point the foot if you'd like. Making sure you breathe in, so breathing in, breathe out to deepen the stretch and take it further. So deepening the stretch in this position will be taking the hands here or taking them down. But whatever feels comfortable for you and your body. Nice, breathing in, breathe out. And again, breathing in, breathe out. Keep breathing straight back, breathe in, breathe out, shoulders down. Keep breathing, breathe in, breathe out. Think about that rotation. Keep going. When you think about opening the hips, there should be a slight tilt forward of the pelvis. Nice. And then if you take it forward, really think about sending that hip back. So imagine someone's pulling onto the hip. Keep breathing. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. And again, breathe in. Breathe out. If this position feels easy for you, then you can elevate the foot. So if you've got a yoga block, you can put the yoga block underneath the foot. So I don't feel much in this stretch. So if you're similar to me and you want to deepen the stretch, just imagine that's a yoga block and then take it forward like so. Yay? Makes sense? So it would be the same thing. See, now I feel that a little bit more here. So if you're someone that doesn't struggle with your inner thighs and you feel like you've got a little bit of flexibility there, then take it elevated. Again, it doesn't need to be that high. Your yoga block could be like here and you'll still feel that. Makes sense? Last few seconds here. Take a breath in. Breathe out. 3, 2, 1. Same thing, changing legs. So bending the opposite leg and then taking that one out straight. You got your heavy backpack, shoulders down. I feel like people naturally hold a lot of tension in their shoulders when they're stretching, and I always have to remind them to grow. You want to imagine with stretching that you're growing in every direction. So you've got a string attached to the head, to the back, to the shoulders, to the hips, and it pulls you in whatever direction is going to aid the stretch. So in this position, you've got your string attached to your head, you've got your heavy backpack on, you've got a string on the ankle pulling it that way, you've got a string on the hip pulling you that way. So you want to stretch like you're not in a room and there's 4 walls. You want to stretch as though you're in an open space and there's no end and that your limbs are just going to the end of this space. Nice. Keep breathing. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. And again, breathing in. Breathe out. Think about that rotation of the hips. Breathe in. Breathe out. And again, breathe in, breathe out. Keep going, elevate that foot if you want a deeper stretch. Nice, take a deep breath in, breathe out. Deepen that stretch. And again, breathe in, breathe out. Last few seconds here, breathing in, breathe out. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Take that leg in. So I've never actually done this stretch with anybody before. I've never put it on the stretch of the weeks. I've never done it in any of my classes, but I do think this is a really good one for the side. If you can't do it holding your own weight, then you can do it against a wall or a surface, like so. So I'll show you against here, so you've got this added support, because it's not an easy stretch to do. But you can either take your weight down, you can have it up here, you can have it up here. But the aim is to get the leg, like so, and then you're just going to hold the leg to the side. So it is easier against the wall. But you don't want the hip to be raised up. You want the hip to be dropping down. So you want to be sat in the hips. And you're just going to take the leg to the side. If you can, make sure the hips are facing forward. So straight like this, not rocking forward, or not back like this. You want your body to be flat against the wall, and then you're just going to gently pull the leg. Really think about still rotating that hip, so you'll feel it more in the inner thigh. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, and again breathe in, breathe out, deepen that stretch. Keep breathing. If you've got a resistance band, you can use that here as well to pull the leg. Nice, keep breathing. And a deep breath in, breathe out. Last few seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Change sides. Same thing. So your back and body is flat against the wall, completely flat, which will help you to keep the hips straight forward and square. So not out, not forward. Taking it up. Breathing in, breathe out. Nice, breathing in, breathing out. Deepen that stretch. Again, think about the rotation of the hips and the ankles, so you can feel that in the inner thigh. Breathe in, breathe out. Really think about getting that knee and leg straight as well, so try not, really think about your technique. Breathe in, breathe out. Deepen that stretch. If you want, you can also hold the toe. Or you can use your resistance band if you have it. Keep breathing. And again, breathing in, breathe out. And again, breathe in, breathe out. Try not holding tension in the hip. Try to keep it quite loose. And again, breathe in, breathe out. Last few seconds here, breathing in, breathe out. 3, 2, 1. Taking it down. So the final stretch we're going to do is a middle split, a box split, which is good for inner thighs as well, believe it or not, even though you think of that as hips. You can use the wall for support if that helps. You can sit on a yoga block if you struggle with tight hips. But again, we really think about the inner thighs. To put the focus on the inner thighs, you are just going to take the weight forward. So if you're just doing your middle splits training, you can just keep your weight up, back straight. But because we're focusing on the inner thighs, you are just going to take the weight forward. Wherever's comfortable, as I say in other videos, if your legs are here, that's absolutely fine. If they're closer, just work on that turn out. That's what's important, and growing up to take it forward. So here, you'll feel that. So go to where it feels right. And stretch. Take a deep breath in, breathe out. And again, breathing in, breathe out. Nice. So you want to imagine the hips are rocking forward, but the hips are also rotating back at the same time. So the hips are going forward like this, but your hips are also rotating. So they're going forward and rotating to really focus on this part of the body. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, deepen that stretch. Nice. Work on turning those feet out. Nice. Ankles rotating back. So rather than this, think about them going back. So rather than this, think about them going backwards. Really opening those hips and inner thighs. So you can eventually work towards taking the weight all the way forward. And you'll really feel that in the inner thighs. And like I said, even if you are like higher up and you take the weight over, you'll still feel that in the inner thighs. Nice, breathing in, breathe out. Deepen that stretch, rotate those hips. And again, breathe in, breathe out. Nice, really relax. Your body might naturally want to hold tension in this position, but the more you can relax the hips, the better. So your legs should be able to do this. That's how relaxed they should be. There should be no tension at all. Nice, breathing in, breathe out, rock the weight forward, giant. And again, breathe in, breathe out, rock the weight forward. Really think about opening those hips. And rock. Keep breathing. Last few seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Taking it up. You're going to take the knees into the chest to reverse that stretch. You always want to make sure you reverse your stretches just to take some of that pressure off. Okay, how are you feeling? How's your body feeling? If you do feel a bit sore, have a hot salt bath or a hot shower and foam roll if you have one. If not, get a deodorant can and just roll out the muscles with that, especially the inner thighs, as that was the main focus today. But I hope those stretches helped you in some way. If you can, try to do those a minimum of 3 times a week. If you can do it every day, then that's a bonus. But let me know if you've got any more requests and I'll see you again next week. Bye.